coast to coast, it's your hosts, the Lombardi Leap and Mersey FB. This is Beyond the Frozen Tundra.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Lombardi, here with Mersey. And we were going to do a mock draft, but things change. We're always changing things on the fly every once in a while. We are going to go over our personal top 10 defense must-haves. And then we actually have a little bit of a different episode coming at you Friday. We are going to predict the pick, even though we don't have a first.
Wow, you've already come up with a title.
I have, yes.
Predict the pick.
Predict the pick. Predicting pick 52.
That's pretty awesome, actually. See, you're the brains behind this operation. I'm just here to talk.
I got the brains behind the names. That's about it. The episode names. I get a good idea every once in a while. But today, we talked about offense last episode. That was a great episode. If you hadn't had a chance, go back, listen to it. It's a lot of guys where we're just like, yeah, I'd love for them to be Packers. And today, we have another 10 guys on defense who we would really like to be Packers.
Mm-hmm.
If I recall, you went first last time for offense.
Yes, you go first this time.
I will go first for defense. And who do you think my number 10 is? I've talked about him before. He's
one of the guys from
I'll give you a hint. It's a cornerback.
Yeah, one of the North Carolina corners.
Nope, but it is a corner.
Really?
Ran really fast. Ran super fast.
Oh, Toriano Pride.
Yes. Yeah, I would love Toriano Pride Jr. to be a Packer. Like, I think this is if Bo Melton actually was a corner.
Fair.
Like,
yeah.
I know he's smaller. He's 5'10", but he does have that wingspan, that 31-inch arms. He is 190 as well, so he has that. He did play at Clemson. He was one of the top graded SEC corners as well.
Okay.
They question his explosiveness, but I don't know. I think that his explosiveness is...
If you run like a 4.3, you're pretty explosive no matter what.
I was going to say, like, you're running a 4.3 here. I'm okay with your explosiveness at this point. I think that...
Alien athleticism is probably not like athleticism, arm length. So that kind of makes up for quote-unquote lack of explosiveness.
That too, yeah. I mean, him being 5'10". 5'10".
Oh my God, if he was 5'2", playing corner.
5'2", I'd be concerned. But he is 5'10". I think there's a lot of upside. At the very least, I think he could be a very, very good special teamer. Like, people don't understand the value in special team gunners. And I think Toriano Pride could be an excellent special teams gunner to start. And I think he could definitely earn a spot as a backup corner. And you need guys like that I think he could have starting upside. Like, a lot of people were like, oh, I can't believe Kalen King fell. But Kalen King didn't have the athleticism. Toriano Pride actually, I believe, does have the athleticism and the frame to play outside. He needs to bulk up a little bit more. That's about it. But he's my number 10. I've been pretty high on him for a while, so I just had to include him today.
Okay. On
to your number 10.
My number 10 is defensive lineman from Tennessee, Bryson Eason.
Underrated pick.
Yeah.
Really, really underrated.
I really like this guy. I really like him.
He's a big boy, too.
Tennessee signed him as an inside linebacker in 2020. He then transitioned to outside linebacker, then defensive end, and then settled in defensive tackle.
Oh my goodness. I did not know that.
Yeah. You remember the Georgia-Tennessee game this past year?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
He kind of took that one over.
He actually,
he was the dominant force for their defensive line because he stopped the inside run, and then that forced Georgia to play more outside and pass a little more, which let Josh Josephs really get active. So I'm thinking he could kind of do the same thing in Green Bay. He's 323, so he has a bit of that nose tackle build, but he can also rush the passer.
He's explosive. Like, I'm looking at his broad here and his vertical, and he has a decent 40-yard dash for a guy who's 323 pounds.
Mm-hmm. Like, the RAS won't stun you, but because of the linebacker background, he has really good short area ability and quickness.
Man, that's a sneaky Packers fit right there for defensive tackle. I mean, they got long arms, 33-inch plus arms, 10-inch hands. Like that's a solid solid pick there.
He doesn't have like great pass rushing production, but like 0 sacks in 2025. But he is more of the guy who will like really disrupt the interior and put the edge rushers in a position for success.
Like, I know he is a little older too. He's 6-year senior, but I mean, he's played in 13 games in 2022, 2023, started in 2024, all 13 games, and 2025. I mean, and in 2024 he had a better season. That's a sneaky Packers.
2024 he was playing God, why can't I think of it? He was playing like defensive end in 2024.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Still.
Oh wait, no, defensive tackle in 2022. Sorry.
Okay.
So he's had some time as a solid defensive tackle. I think you could probably like, I don't know if he's your true nose tackle, but he comes in as like a Carl Brooks replacement. When Carl Brooks walks out the door, he could be a good defensive tackle in a 3-4.
Okay.
So
I mean, that size does scream no. I'd be interested to see what his agility grades are at nose tackle. Actually, let me just check that real quick. I'll just pull that up.
Yeah, you can just change the RAS filters.
Yeah, do the position switch
Yeah.
here. Let's see here. Retech nose tackle. See what he grades at. Oh wow, 8.01 versus like a 6 at DT. I think that's his true calling. Might be the 0 tech, 1 tech.
Having played more of like the 3 tech, I'm not entirely sure how well he can get, like how well he'll hold up. He can split double teams really well. It's just if you're asking him to consistently beat double teams.
For a 6, I mean, I think he's projected as a 6, so I think that'd be a nice project player if you can look at that.
Yeah,
he's a solid guy.
And as like a 3-4 nose, you're not taking on double teams as often unless you're like not even in nickel, but like so.
True. Well, my number 9 is on the defensive line as well, out of Wisconsin. He's kind of a Senior Bowl wonder as well.
Wasn't he a Shrine guy?
Or a Shrine guy, yeah, that's who it was. Shrine guy. My bad. Mason Rieger. He's made some waves here. Like I know there is.
Tell me about him.
There is.
I just know the red flags.
Yeah, the red flags are his knees.
I don't know the good. I just know the almost exceptionally bad.
The knees are a concern. He's 251, but he is 6'5". He's explosive, incredibly explosive. I mean, his 10-yard split was like a 1.6, and had a 40-inch vertical, which is insane.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely insane.
That's why them knees have been exploding.
And well, that's even no kidding. That's crazy that he still has that despite his knee injuries. Like he's really a tall linear edge rusher. Does have a slender frame. But I'd say his pre-snap needs to get better, but post-snap, he looks like a starter. I would say he's definitely a higher upside Kyler Fackrell, that kind of Packer player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Who's,
That is, not to make myself sound like really young, but as I was getting into football, like really heavy on like the Packers side, Kyler Fackrell was like on his way out. So that's a throwback.
Like he only played one game. He only played one season at Wisconsin. He played the last 5 at Louisville. And he was a walk-on at Louisville too. So this is a guy who has had to earn. He's had to earn his place. So there's a lot of fight there. I like the mentality. I like the explosiveness. I think the athletic, like most of the athleticism. I just think a lot of it. A lot of the downside is just some technique and mass. That's probably the 2 things. He needs to put on a little weight, maybe get up to like 275. It's not going to sacrifice much of his explosion, and just kind of get better at the pre-snap. And once he gets better at the pre-snap, like I think you could turn like a 5th-round pick into a 3rd-round guy, rotational or like a higher upside JJ Enikbare as well.
Okay.
Who's your number 9?
My number 9 is Charles Demings.
Good.
Cornerback, Stephen F. Austin.
Great. That's a good one.
He make your list or no?
He did not. He did not make my list. I do have 3 corners.
I was on this guy a little early.
4 corners, though.
Remember? Like just after Combine?
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
Before?
You were really high on him, but even before the Combine. Like, you were pretty much on the wave, I'd say, even before a lot of the beat writers were talking about him.
Yeah.
Called it.
So
Mercy called it here first, folks. Don't let anybody else convince you otherwise.
He's a senior, so he's a little bit on the older side. 6'1", 193. Strictly an outside corner. So first off, when I'm looking at corners, a lot of the guys that naturally grab my attention are like the 5'11" to like 6'2" guys
100%.
who play like the physical outside role. That's just kind of what I like and what I look at a corner, and where I think the NFL is going based off the receivers that are getting played in the league and the corners that are playing. So let me start it with who this guy's comped to. Eric Stokes, Kamal Haddon, and Jalen Armour-Davis. All solid NFL players.
Especially Eric Stokes, who, after he shed his injuries,
had a career resurgence in Las Vegas. But so some strengths of Charles Demings. He has 9 career interceptions, so he does get his eyes around, locate the ball, and have good ball production. Interceptions aren't like the most stable metric, but having a consistency in your interceptions does carry over.
You have an eye.
Has pretty good, like have an eye. Fluid hips. You don't really see that all that often with tall corners, which makes it rare. And he's got good long speed to carry vertical routes down the field. His tackling's always been improving, and he uses his frame well, just on the boundary.
He has consistently gotten better over the years. And I know you mentioned like the frame is a big thing you look at. I know one of the things I look at to determine whether or not I really want a cornerback and whether or not I think they're going to make it in the NFL, I'd say like I don't really concern myself with the 40 time too much. I mean, as long as they're running a 4.5, a 4.4, ideally, that's kind of what I like to see. But the big thing,
Demings was at 4.41.
Yeah, which is huge. But the big thing for me, and you mentioned the fluid hips, like if they can pop, hip, and swivel, like that is what I look for when it comes to whether or not I like a cornerback and think he can move. Because like you're constantly flipping, moving side to side, trying to stick with these wide receivers who are running some nasty routes now. And if you got stiff hips, you're gonna have a bad time. And Demings does not have stiff hips. He has the opposite of stiff hips.
Naturally, too, when you talk about something like this, when you think of like, would I ever want him running lining up against like a 5'10" slot receiver on the inside? Absolutely not. I definitely think he's more of a man coverage corner right now. You kind of have to develop the zone instincts with him. He's a little slow to trigger downhill. Where was I going with that? So definitely, I think would do way better in a man coverage scheme, but I think you can really develop the zone instincts.
And
we don't know what Gannon's running, right? He's done both man and zone.
He's done both man and zone. I mean, I think you can functionally assume it's going to be zone because that's what he primarily ran in Philadelphia.
Philly?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like
Arizona.
In Arizona, he ran a lot of stuff. He ran a lot of stuff in Arizona.
I think it's mostly a zone league now, though.
It is.
Because
It has to be.
Wasn't like Seattle running man coverage like only like 20% of the time or something like that?
Yeah, everybody runs zone. But specifically what Green Bay likes to run is mirror match zone, which is a little bit different. Okay. It's just going to depend on if Gannon likes to run that or not. And what mirror match zone, you have to have good hips. Like you have to be able to
flip. Unfortunately, his 3-cone wasn't that great. 7.28, but
was it Eric Stokes was what?
I didn't think he did the 3-cone. Did he do the 3-cone?
Pretty sure he did. I thought because when it comes to
the 3-cone is just basically how quickly you can get up and down and like up into a sprint, down into a sprint, and then back up.
Eric Stokes ran a 7.27 3-cone.
Yeah. So.
Oh no, that's free safety, Eric Stokes. What on earth? Why would they do that to me? They deceived me. And there's an Eric. Yeah, that's Eric Stokes from Nebraska. I gotta look this up. So I can't remember the 3-cone off the top of my head, but I still think that's okay for the Packers. What did he run again for 3-cone?
7.28.
I think that as long as they get a 7.2, I think the Packers are okay with it. So Eric Stokes ran a 6.96. I don't know if Julian Neal.
Did he do it?
Julian Neal.
I think if he was smart, he wouldn't have done it.
Julian Neal did do it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, never mind. Julian Neal ran a 7.13 3-cone, so maybe not. The 3-cone might be at least higher up. Like Dennings might go in the 5th.
Yeah.
But not. Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, the 3-cone's a little rough there.
Well, Neal might go in the 5th too. So
true. Yeah, that is fair. So they could go either or there. My number 8 is the number 8 here. Do you have any linebackers on yours?
I have one.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, I have one.
I
I restrained myself from putting two.
okay.
I will say right now the name I did not put on here was CJ, but he's going to be gone by like 15, so I just didn't do it.
I didn't put CJ.
I was like,
I didn't put CJ on here either. I picked the linebacker out of TCU though, the athletic freak of nature, Caleb Alarms Orr.
okay.
I talked about him. We've talked about him a couple times, or I should say at least twice, if I recall. Is he like the most technically sound guy? No. Can you stick him in a cannon and he'll go and hit the quarterback? I think so. Yes. Like, I mean, 92 tackles when he started as a for Cal. 92 tackles in 11 games, 5 interceptions, 5 pass breakups, and 6 quarterbacks when he finally got to start in 2023. And again, this was back when the Pac-12 was still a thing, and he went by and he was going against quarterbacks. Maybe you know these names: Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, Michael Penix. So it's not like he was going against some bad quarterbacks. He has legitimate sideline to sideline range. Like, he will close on the ball, fires downhill. The one thing that I like, again, that needs to get better is, and I don't like, again, it's so tough on whether or not a player can or can't, is his processing speed. Against the run, it's inconsistent, and he gets caught reading the wrong, just kind of the wrong hit on misdirections and play actions. His zone coverage is okay. Like, if you want to replace, like, if you want like a budget Quay Walker, I would do this.
Can he cover?
I mean, it's so tough as a linebacker. He did allow completions of like 70% 2025, just north of it, which I think Quay's was like 90.
Okay.
Again, this is a late round guy. I'd say like maybe I give him a round 4 ceiling. Like, he is a well-built linebacker with very good athleticism, but it has instinct problems. So if that doesn't sound like Quay Walker, then I don't know who else is.
True.
Just work on his instincts. I think that would help a ton, and you could get a steal. But at the very least, the athleticism is going to be there. He'll be a great rotational player, great special teamer as well. I like him though. Who's your number 8?
Landon Robinson, defensive tackle, Navy.
Oh, I was thinking of somebody else. I was thinking of Lander Barton for a second.
Oh God.
Not Lander
yeah.
Barton.
Barfs off screen. No.
Lander Robinson makes more sense.
We've talked about him on the pod before. Let's kind of spark notes this.
Packers did go over there for his pro day.
They did go over, all 32 teams went there for his pro day. What's kind of the most important thing?
Well, I would say this.
He's small. I will start off with he is small, so he's very scheme versatile. But man, can he shoot a gap?
Well,
also, like Feldman freak and incredibly strong. It just like it depends on how the level. You'll know by the end of his first like preseason whether or not he's got it.
Mm-hmm.
I think he does have it. It's just like it'll be depend. He's short arms, compact frame.
Yeah. Well, even his arms aren't that short. Like he's just shy of 32. Just shy of 32 inches. And I don't think the Packers are as concerned about the height necessarily, because they've drafted a lot of shorter defensive tackles over the years, especially under like Ted Thompson. And the weight is indicative of like a Carl Brooks type defensive tackle, like 293. Maybe they get hung up on the height of him being 5'11", just sub 6 foot. But I don't know. Like everything else, you're like, it pops.
Yeah. It's really, I don't want to say it, but it's like you saw Aaron Donald was at his pro day.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Aaron Donald was at his pro day, and they were like same height, same build.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's tempting. I think that's tempting. If you're anybody, it's got to be tempting.
Yeah. As like a late round flyer, sure.
Anything higher, you get a little iffy. And speaking of higher, my number 7, I'm curious to see where he is on your list, because I'm assuming he's on your list. You know who I'm talking about?
No.
It's cornerback.
Is he a mean machine in the red and black?
He's a mean machine in the red and black.
Yeah, man. Again, I should preface this with I haven't like assigned an order to any of these dudes. I just throwing names out there. But yeah, he's one.
Dalen Everett. Yep.
So
Dalen Everett.
Yeah, he's one.
This is probably, the more I've watched him, this is probably your ideal Packers corner. I know he didn't do a 3-cone.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know if the Packers did interview him or not. I think he could go round 2.
I have been closely monitoring this. He has not said that he has met with the Packers officially in any capacity.
Anywhere. Which is interesting.
Like, it's not been reported anywhere from the Combine or the Senior Bowl. He has not said that there's been a Zoom meeting or anything like that.
But, I mean, let's be real. The Packers live at Georgia. I'm pretty sure Brian Gutekunst has like a lake house.
Well, Brian Gutekunst was at the Pro Day, so
he has his third home out there. But, I mean, what more do we need to say about Dalen Everett? He's an SEC test. He's a physical corner. He's great. He is very good in mirror match zone. Like, he is very good on that. I know you've said he can kind of get caught a little bit here and there. But, again, Georgia corner, what more do we need to say here? I think he fits very well. He's big. He's physical. I think he'd start right away. Has leadership qualities the Packers like to see. All in all, I would be ecstatic for Dalen Everett. I mean, a 9.89, even though I know he didn't do agility testing here. I mean, is there anything you want to add? I mean, national champion, like 6'1",
2-time national champion.
Yeah, 6'1", 196.
So he has the typical frame you're looking for. I think he's better in zone coverage than man because he triggers downhill pretty well. Good ball production. Again, unstable metric, but good ball production. What else would I go with Dalen? A leader in the defensive back room, definitely knows how to tackle, has the physical, has the mentality for it. People were praising Javon Bullard for the things he said in that interview.
True.
You draft Dalen, you get another one of those.
I like the vibe. I like the mean machine vibe. I think we need it. Play with a chip on your shoulder. I like that more and more. Who's your number 8?
My number 8.
Sorry, 7. Number 7.
7?
Lucky number 7.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. I got lost on my own list. Romello Height.
Romello Height.
Defensive end, Texas Tech, or just edge rusher.
Oh, yeah. We talked about him a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
Top 30 stuff. Yeah, because Packers brought him in.
Yeah, they brought him in. 25-year-old, so eek, but from Georgia, or he's from Georgia, recruited to Auburn, then Georgia Tech. Wait, no, Auburn, USC, Georgia Tech, Texas Tech. So he spent 6 years in college. This past year was his most productive one. He's only 6'3", 240, so he's very light. Like, most tackles will have anywhere from 40 to 70 pounds on him. So he's going to win with finesse more than just, like, straight power. I think he would be one of the most technically refined pass rushers on the team right away and would really help in the absence of Micah. The issue, too, here is he gets kind of washed out in run defense every now and then.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's kind of smaller, too, isn't he?
Yeah. But 96.1% pass rush grade from PFF.
I mean, just get to the quarterback. That's all I care about.
Yeah, it's like just get to the quarterback. Packers are willing to bend thresholds, which is how they drafted Colin Oliver last year. So the size I don't think is something that they would have scared them away. Romello has a great ghost move, which is kind of rare for an edge rusher coming out of college specifically. So
that's solid. You can always, I wouldn't be shocked if they took a pass rusher late, and he's kind of one of those guys. I know he had some medical red flags.
Wait, what red flags?
I thought he had like a knee issue or something like that. And that's one of the reasons why the Packers were bringing him in.
Okay.
I believe.
He had a shoulder issue.
Oh, shoulder. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
I'm confusing that with Christian Miller. My bad.
But where is I going? Oh no.
He's a very good pass rusher. He's a
very good pass rusher.
Excellent pass rusher, which again you can never have enough of.
You said mid-round grade. Yeah. I think teams are going to start looking at him very strongly in the 3rd round. I have a top 5 edge rusher grade on him. Like, of my edge rushers, he's in the top 5.
That's high praise right there.
Of the class. Yeah. I have I'm grading Arvell Reese separately from linebackers and edge rushers. I think he's more of an edge rusher, but him and Bain would be like 1A and 1B.
Okay.
Then next I have Zion Young, then TJ Parker, then Romello.
Okay, I could see it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm forgetting Bailey.
Oh, yeah.
Swap Bailey and Parker.
Yeah.
So
we're hitting our
Bain and Reese 1A, 1B. David Bailey, Zion Young, Romello Height.
That's solid. That's a solid list.
Yeah.
Well, I went with another corner for number 6. because I still got 2 more on my list. And I went from
Oh,
a
how many more do I have? I think I have. Yeah, I have 2 more as well because Danley was on mine. So technically 1 more. But
I have a lot of corners. I
Okay.
like corners, if you couldn't tell. I picked the cornerback out of Florida, Devin Moore. I'll preface this. He's a walking red flag, a medical red flag, unfortunately.
yeah, but also like looking into this, it's not as bad as it may seem. Because correct me if I'm wrong, their shoulder, 2 of the injuries were shoulder issues.
Which we've seen that happen before. But like, here's my thing with the shoulder injuries. Okay.
It wasn't like a soft tissue issue. It was just like he actually like broke a bone.
Yeah,
I thought.
and he can't.
Yeah.
And, well, here.
So if you're breaking
Well, I was gonna say here.
your collarbone or something on a tackle,
Yeah.
that's not like as it's not going to be as bad as it would be if you like tore your rotator cuff.
True. Well, here's the kicker though with that. So he dealt with he missed time due to a shoulder injury in 2024. Had 17 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 2 pass breakups in 7 games. Had 3 pass breakups, 1 INT, 6 tackles in 7 games in 2023. So he hurt his shoulder in 2024. You think to yourself, okay, he's dealing with these injuries. Maybe he'll chill. Maybe you'll see some pulling back on his part. No, you don't. 2 interceptions. Started 11 games, 35 tackles, 2 TFLs, 1 sack, 4 pass breakups, and a forced fumble. He's like, I don't care. It's like, I'll put my body on the line for the team. Like, this dude is tough. He is tough. He is a tough tackler. In spite of his injuries, he will still hit you. He does not care.
Yeah, I like him. The medical stuff isn't as big. Like, I think it's 2 shoulder issues and 1 knee issue.
Yeah, in 4 years. Like
in 4 years. So, but I'm not as scared as from injuries that aren't like soft tissue. It's the same reason why like Jordan Tyson's medical history to me isn't super like, yes, it's a red flag, but it's not like a huge red flag. But
overall, like
good strength and conditioning staff keep him correct. So
yeah, they just hired a new guy, so we'll see where that goes again. But overall, like his long speed, he ran a 4.5. He has pretty solid explosive speed. Nobody runs a 3 count anymore because they just don't want to. All in all, though, like your biggest red flag is going to be the fact that he's only started 17 games in 4 seasons. But he has
so he needs experience.
Yes.
Like he will be learning on the job in the NFL, which is not like great.
Not what you want in a starter at all.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely love him later. Like I said, I mean, he has the height, weight, length for the outside corner. He very, very excellent processor. Does a great job at tracking the ball. Has the pass breakups. Has the INTs. Just he knows what to do. I think it's just going to be refining his zones, refining his space as a zone defender, which is going to come from getting experience and improving his route recognition and decisiveness and coverage. But again, that's something that develops. The reason that's lacking is just because of the fact that he's only started in 17 games. So that's the knock there.
Right.
Who's your number 6?
Darrell Jackson Jr.
That's crazy because that's my 4. So, dude, I love Darrell Jackson Jr. Man, that's a massive human being.
Big boy. So, I have him more as a nose tackle than a 3-tech.
I agree. I can agree with that.
We've said shades of Jordan Davis before, but that's kind of disrespectful to Jordan Davis because
I was like dollar store Jordan Davis.
Yeah, like dollar store Jordan Davis. Having gone back and just reminisced on some old Georgia football games from when he was there, and boy, oh boy, are they completely different players. But you see the frame, you see the bull rush that we talk about when we say shades of Jordan Davis. The issue with him is he's kind of stiff lower body.
Yeah, well, it's because he just relies on his frame versus actually moving.
Yeah. No, exactly. But also, like, his hands, it's almost like he plays at 2 speeds, if you get what I mean.
Yes.
He starts off really slow. He will then engage the blocker and be like, right, now I got to go fast. If you could get him to play fast throughout the whole snap, that's a good thing.
It would be nice. Secondly,
like the pass rush bag's not super there, but like I think I'm very high on like you can teach pass rush. Again, like you should never say like you should never say, yes, it's okay to arm tackle, but with this guy, there's just no getting out of his arm tackles.
Because his arms are so freakishly long. I agree.
Only an 18th percentile vertical jump for him too.
Yeah. I think, again, and I've said this too, his biggest issues are, I think he might be too big for his own good, kind of a thing. So that's what he just relies on.
Like, he is 6'6", 315. He plays the position like he's 6'2", almost.
Yes. Except I would say that he uses his arms a lot more than he needs to.
He does, yes.
Because his arms are so long.
If he could not, I feel like he also gives up his chest a lot.
Yeah. Which I think he's a third round, late third, early fourth round pick. So there's definitely a lot of high upside there.
But I love the tape.
Yes, it's fun.
I love the tape. I love the potential. The thing I just wish from him is I wish you saw him putting guards on their ass more.
Yeah. Instead of just grabbing them.
Instead of just grabbing them and moving them, you're 6'6", insane arm length. I'm not I assume he can bench. Was he a Feldman's Freak guy?
I don't think so.
I'm looking it up. He was not, but I assume he can bench 300 maybe conservatively. Start forklifting blockers out of your way.
Yeah, for real. Just move them.
I think I'm getting to the point where I've watched him so many times I'm overanalyzing it, but I'm really betting on the athlete here.
Which I think is there. And speaking of athletes, my number 5 is a guy who I think is a bit of an athletic defensive tackle. Probably higher on your list too, because you took my 4.
If you take my 2, I'm gonna be really upset.
I took Christian Miller.
Oh, you took my 2.
Yeah, I took Christian Miller. He's so explosive. I hope. I mean, he's a redshirt.
Is it crazy to say he's the safest defensive tackle in the draft?
I would agree with that.
All of the players we kind of talk about, there are reasons as to why they will not fail, but not quite live up to their potential. Christian Miller's just going to keep doing the same thing he's doing right now, which is playing at a first round level.
Yeah. He's solid, he's tough, and the position he plays is valid. I mean, there's guys like Caleb Banks who maybe have more upside, but he has the foot issue. So that's a concern. I know that they looked at. I know Christian Miller was brought in by the Packers for a top 30 visit, and I believe there was. I think he was the one who had a knee procedure done in the offseason at some point, so he'd missed some spring stuff. So I think they were looking at that. But I mean, what's not to like here? I mean, he's produced every single year he's played consistently. I mean, 2023.
Yeah, it's kind of okay, so it wasn't a knee issue. It was a shoulder surgery following the 2024 season that made him miss the spring camp that following year.
I swear, I'm getting these knee injuries wrong. I don't know who got the knee injuries. Man, I'm over 2. It's my bad.
Knees aren't in the shoulder.
I'm kidding. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
So here's his there's only one legitimate concern in my mind with him is that when he gets to the backfield, he's kind of inconsistent. He'll generate pressure, but he won't convert that pressure.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
The sack numbers never really matched the
athleticism.
No, the pressure.
Oh yeah.
Numbers he was getting.
Okay.
So secondly, he can kind of miss with his arms a couple times in the backfield, but if you refine I'm not drafting him to be your stellar. I'm not drafting him to be the pass rusher on the defensive line.
He's stout versus the run.
Yes, that's you're not moving him at all.
Absolutely, you're not moving him, and that's what the Packers need. The Packers, if the Packers are going to bring somebody in right away, I want a guy who knows how to stop the run because you have Javon Hargrave, you have Vontae Wyatt, and to a lesser extent Carl Brooks, and even though I'd put Warren Brinson over him easily.
Oh well. We've said this before, or I've said this. Your defensive tackle room next year is set for the majority. Wyatt, Brinson, Hargrave, Brooks, and they're letting Stackhouse and Ford compete in camp.
Yeah.
Plus a draft pick. Sure. That's 6 bodies. You're not taking 2 defensive tackles, I don't think.
No, you're probably just taking one, and it's going to be more a 0 or 1 tech with pass rush upside.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of
Yeah.
develop into that Kenny Clark
Mm-hmm.
player.
Secondly, my one, like, people will go, oh, why isn't the Georgia defensive tackle getting more pass rush numbers? Because you had 2 years where it was like Wyatt and then Jalen Carter, or like Wyatt, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, like all of these great pass rushers.
The defensive line is stacked and they rotate heavy.
They rotate heavy. Secondly, I know that I'm like the way I want my defensive line to work is I want a disruptive interior defensive lineman who forces the quarterback out of the pocket to an edge rusher. If your interior defensive lineman is leading your team in sacks, something is inherently wrong.
True. I need my edge rushers to do that.
You want the edge rushers there. So I am drafting Christian Miller to start as a every down run defender because he cannot be moved off the ball and he can line up legitimately anywhere. He's done it at Georgia. He is a chess piece you can move up and down the defensive line, who you never have to take off the field, who can create pressure and funnel it towards the edge rushers where they can then get like the cleanup sacks.
That's honestly an excellent summation of Christian Miller. And that was my 5. Who's your 5?
Yeah. Hold on. One more Christian Miller point. You know, like the knee drop technique?
Yeah.
Or the like corkscrew?
Yes, yeah.
He does that. He'll do that really well. He will, like, if a double team gets him, he will know, okay, give me a minute, drop to a knee, and then no one will move him. Like, no double team is getting by him, and that's how he disrupts the run so well.
That's solid.
My 5 is another nose tackle.
Who is he? Who is it?
Big Citrus.
Yeah. I didn't put him on my list, but like we'll definitely talk about him a lot probably next episode.
Probably. First thing, Iowa State runs this really weird 3-3-5 defensive scheme.
Yes, they do.
For the most part, he's like the only interior defensive lineman on the field.
It's a little inconsistent. I will say this too. I think like raw.
Yeah.
Like raw.
Yeah.
Raw.
Like he definitely has to develop as a pass rusher, like much more so than Christian, but or Kristen. But like he's got the early down run stopping right away.
Yeah. And I think some of that too is like you said, just their defensive scheme didn't really allow it to develop.
So weird. It's so weird.
Like
it's like Will McDonald got drafted so high from Iowa State because he was like an alien.
True. Yeah, that whole thing was weird. Yeah. I mean, I think he goes round 2 for sure. Because he's a quick nose tackle.
Very quick
nose tackle. He has the long arms. He has the big hands. He has a solid frame too. Like even though he's only 6'2", he still has just over 33-inch arms. He weighs 322. Like that's very. From my understanding of it too, he weighs 10 pounds more than Kenny Clark was when he was drafted, and he's more explosive than Kenny Clark.
Yeah. Have you seen the clip of him where he like kind of spies the quarterback and then the quarterback dumps it off to the running back and then the running back just gets crushed for an incompletion?
I have not.
By Big Citrus?
I don't.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to try and find it and send it to you. But he has pretty good like coverage instincts too.
Hey, you know what? Why not? Bring back the Joe Barry coverage. Just kidding. Don't. Please don't do that. No. Although Gannon does stuff like that on occasion. His outside linebackers sometimes drop into coverage. As long as Big Citrus ain't playing outside linebacker, though, I'll be okay.
Okay, it's the first clip. It's one of the top left of what I just sent you.
Oh, yeah, that's...
That running back either like forgets he's there or just doesn't see him and then makes him pay.
Yeah, I'll have to post this because that man just died.
Yeah. Well, he got back up, but he got back up with like a cracked rib.
Yeah. That man he definitely had bruised ribs. Yeah, I'll have to retweet this and post that because that's nasty. That is a nasty hit. Yeah, I think there's a high possibility he's there at 52. Obviously you took my 4 at Daryl Jackson Jr., so I'll let you go right into your 4 as well.
My 4 might be your 1.
I swear, is it Chris Johnson?
It is.
Oh, that hurts. I guess that's only fair, though.
Yeah.
That's fair. That is just completely valid.
Fun fact, he was actually, like, because I hadn't ordered them, and then I was like, I maybe should give them a bit more of an order. I swapped Johnson and height. So Johnson would have been way earlier in the episode. But I saved it. I've remedied it.
Dude, I love Chris Johnson, man. I love everything about
Dude,
Chris
so
Johnson.
good.
He's such a
So
good
good.
football player.
He is like the corner.
He really is. He is the ideal corner.
6 foot 193, runs a 4.4. Didn't do a 3-cone, but no one does.
Yeah,
so
no one
that's
does.
fun.
And it doesn't matter because, like, you watch the tape, he is so smooth. He's so smooth for a guy his size. Like, it is hot knife through butter smooth the way he moves. And he's still physical at the catch point. Oh,
arm length might cause some concern. Only 31st percentile.
Yeah, he was just shy of 32 inches.
Yeah.
But I think
it doesn't matter, man.
No,
when you're so good in coverage, it doesn't matter.
It literally doesn't. He's so fluid. He's so fluid.
Again, like zone coverage is where he made his calling point, which is what we're gonna do. This is a perfect fit.
But he's also
great
physical.
tackling.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, lived at the boundary. He came into the Senior Bowl with like kind of a chip on his shoulder, and then was like, "Hey, everyone,
I'm here.
I still do this.
Yeah, I'm good. Yes,
don't.
Yes, I am that good.
Don't forget about me. Yeah. Hey. So I'm sure our audience is like, well, why don't you give like a more in-depth breakdown? It's pretty simple. He's a good corner. Will he be there at 52? Probably not.
It's tough
because good corners don't make it there.
No, it is tough.
But
like, if I had 3 corners too, I think if one of these 3 corners fall, the Packers trade up for him. I think it's either Colton Hood, Sissy out of South Carolina, and obviously Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson is like the dream pick.
Yeah.
I would be happy with Colton Hood as well because I really like Colton Hood. Brandon Cisse, like, sure, I guess.
The thing with all those corners too is they all their arms are sub 32 inches, which again, it's very rare for the Packers to take that. But I think all 3 of them are actually really they're good.
At some point, tape matters more than measurables. Like, yes, you have your standards and your thresholds. It's more of like an athletic thing rather than like arm length. They just don't draft bad athletes. Chris Johnson is a great athlete.
There
is
he's a great athlete and a great football player.
There is, I don't know, 1, maybe 2 weaknesses with Chris Johnson.
Yeah. And even that though, like I say, is it really that bad? Like, I know people say, oh, competition, but
he also rejected money to stay at San Diego State.
Yeah, so
he had offers to go to other places, but he's like, no, I'm going to stay at San Diego State.
He's a dude. He is a dude. That's a high character guy. It's everything you want. He's realistically everything you want in a good football player. I could see him going in the first round. I'm hoping he doesn't. I'm really hoping he doesn't.
I'm really hoping he doesn't either. Okay, who's your 4?
My 4 we're actually going to 3 now because my 4 was Darrell Jackson Jr.
Okay.
And
yeah, who's your 3?
My 3, again, another defensive tackle, run stuffer, a guy I've really liked for a long time, Lee Hunter.
Oh yeah.
I'm just a big fan of Lee Hunter.
Left him off mine.
Yeah.
I left him off mine.
I don't know if he's going to be there. I don't know if he is going to be there now because I know he had a great Senior Bowl. People are going to look at his combine.
Tested really poorly.
Yeah, did test poorly. But he's a 2-gapper. Like, he's a violent man. 6 foot, almost 6'10" wingspan. He's a violent dude. He again, this is one of those things where you're like, combine, and okay, whatever. Tape says he fires off with low pad. He has great balance, pushes through and eats double teams. He can slide well. I think he's very, like I said, he's very twitchy and violent. He's going to murder some centers there, especially. His bull rush absolutely shredded the Senior Bowl. Like, there's a lot there. Unfortunately, he does rely, one of the key issues, one of the reasons why these defensive tackles are not the greatest pass rushers, and this is a consistent thing here, is because they're very much reliant on their physical prowess than they are technique. So that's why when Mercy and I say, hey, like, we believe pass rush can be taught, it's because you see these guys who have the physical gifts, like Lee Hunter, like Darrell Jackson Jr., like Christian Miller, and their pass rush is reliant on their physical ability. LVN had one of that was one of his biggest issues coming out. Was he would just bull rush you. Well, you're getting to the NFL, everybody's an athlete. You got to get some technique in there. So that's one of the things that's going to take some time to develop. Lee Hunter does need that. He needs to develop a more diverse pass rush move because I believe he has the violent ability to do that. So he could go in the first. I'm thinking he's an early day 2 prospect here right now as well. But he is my number 3.
Can I interrupt the show for a quick Ricky bomb?
What did Ricky say?
Not Packers related, but the Texans and Will Anderson Jr. are getting close to a record-breaking $50 million plus per year extension that will make him the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL.
Ugh, that Micah Parsons deal is looking way better.
Better and better.
Better and better every day. Yeesh, that's crazy.
Will is a very good edge rusher and he deserves every penny, but like, wow, these price tags are getting high. So
Oof, man, yeah, we got a deal there. So that was Lee Hunter was my 3. Who is your 3?
Okay, so this is the last guy that on my list that we have not talked about yet. I doubt he's on yours. So after this, I will just give you the floor for 2 and 1.
Well,
okay?
You took my 1, so it's just number 2.
Okay, so just 2. My 3 is Jacob Rodriguez.
I thought about taking it, but I only wanted to keep one linebacker, and I went for a later round.
Yeah, this was my one linebacker.
I thought of you for this one. I was like, I won't take Jacob Rodriguez.
Oh. So, starting the draft process off this year was woefully ignorant to Jacob Rodriguez.
You and me both.
I looked at like the height, weight, and the thing, and I was like, oh, this can't possibly be a good linebacker. Then I watched my first Texas Tech game, and oh boy, was I wrong. And then I watched the second Texas Tech game. And then I watched Jacob Rodriguez specifically. And I was like, this dude is insane.
Yeah, especially the way the combine and everything along with it. He's like, yes, I am athletic. Yes, I see ball, get ball.
It's the see ball, get ball that is remarkable.
It is. It is like second nature to him.
Mm-hmm. So he's only 6'1", 231, so he's very light and small. But here's the thing that I find the most impressive. He rarely ever misses tackles. He gets to the tackle like ferociously. He will fight through blockers. He will get knocked down on a play, get back up and still make the tackle. Ferocious player. Smart, very smart linebacker. Comes from a quarterback background, so he was transitioned from quarterback to linebacker at Texas Tech after being recruited to Virginia as a quarterback. What else? Pretty good trophy case already. 2025 Chuck Bednarik Award, 2025 Dick Butkus, 2025 Bronco Nagurski Award, 2025 Lombardi Award. Pretty much like the amount of turnovers you expect a college team to get on their own, Jacob Rodriguez got by himself.
He's a very good football player. Like, I can't stress that enough. Like, I think he's gonna go later than I think people assume, and they're gonna get a really, really good football player, and he's gonna outplay wherever he gets drafted. Like, realistically, that's my opinion on it.
Like what was I gonna say? Linebacker is a sneaky need for us. Zaire Franklin ain't getting any younger. Think Rodriguez could come in and kind of be a Mike right away, although he's a little light for it. And
you get time to learn it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great.
Doesn't even have the coolest job in his own family. His wife's a Black Hawk pilot.
Wait, Jacob Rodriguez's wife is a Black Hawk pilot?
Yeah.
1, I didn't know he's married. Good for him. 2, that's amazing. Like, that's crazy.
Yep.
That's like incredibly hard to do too. Well, yeah, I can't, obviously, like, my number 2 isn't as cool as a Black Hawk pilot, but it is another cornerback, which is what we need. And I bet you can guess who it is at this point. It's the one cornerback I haven't said.
Malik Muhammad?
Yes, I yap about him all the time. I love Malik Muhammad.
This was my Jacob Rodriguez leaving off the list for my co-host. That is my moment.
I appreciate it. I love just about everything about Malik Muhammad. Yeah, I mean, he bulked up to 190 for his pro day. I think he's very good. I think he's very athletic. I think the tape says he's athletic. He does get bullied from time to time. But when it comes to what the Packers need, they need a cover corner. Well, guess who's one of the best pure cover corners in the draft? Malik Muhammad. Played a lot of football, knows what he's doing, has elite twitch, elite mirror matching ability, plays well in man coverage. I don't know why the NFL doesn't like Malik Muhammad. And I will say this, I'm blue in the face. I think the NFL is wrong on Malik Muhammad in saying he's like a 4th round pick. I don't care if he's 5 pounds, if he's like 185, like whatever, get over it. He plays way bigger than his frame. Like, there are guys, and I said this before, there are guys who are 190, but they don't look 190. And then there are guys who are 185, but don't look 185. And Malik Muhammad, when you saw him at the combine, he didn't look out of place there physically. Like he looked like
Right.
he looked like he fit in physically with a lot of those other cornerbacks, which is what I like to see. Again, I don't like Texas. I don't like Texas's coaching. So I think that's another reason too why some people are like, I don't really know how I feel about Malik Muhammad. I am the polar opposite. I think his years of experience and tape really speaks for himself. I think his willingness and how he plays outside speaks for himself. I don't think you want to move him inside. I think it's a waste of his ability. I think if you get him in an NFL weight room, he's only going to get better, and he can at the very least come play outside right away as like a number 2 corner. Like I think that's his floor is a cornerback 2. I think he has the upside to be a cornerback 1 long term. Just get a little stronger. That's about it. That's probably one of my biggest. That's really my only biggest critique of him is the fact that he just needs to get stronger. But other than that,
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah. People said he's small. He's not super strong. And then you look at the combine, when you look at him next to all the other corners, he didn't look out of place.
No.
He didn't look
No.
like small. So.
And I want to see. I can't remember what his RAS score was. So, like I said, I know he bulked up. And it's so like the weight thing. Again, it's not something I'm like whatever. I'm like whatever about. But he didn't do the
NFL programs.
Exactly.
That'll bulk you
I
up.
know. Also, he's only 21.
I know, dude.
Like he's not that old realistically. Like a lot of these other cornerbacks are 22, 23. They're a little bit older. Like they're growing into themselves still. Malik Muhammad's 21, played as a true freshman and stuff. The guy has tons of ball experience. I'm a big fan of him. I've heard people kind of comp him to
Wait, okay, what did he weigh in on his pro day?
190.
190?
Yeah.
Okay, so RAS still has him as
182.
182.
Yeah, I did see that. But he did weigh in at 190 at his pro day. Ran a solid shit.
Okay, so if it is 190 at his pro day, it goes to a 974.
Which, elite athlete. Oh, wow. Packers take
Yeah.
that. If I had a bold prediction for a Packers corner, and I've done this before, Malik Muhammad is my pick 52. And I'll get into why next episode, 100%.
Mhm.
Which is what we're going to talk about next episode, because I took your one, took my one, Chris Johnson, and your one was, what, Christian Miller, right?
Dalen was my
Dalen
one.
was your one, yeah.
Christian was 2.
Christian was 2.
If Christian could be 1, Dalen could be 2. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's all the same. Just draft damn good dogs.
Exactly. Well, next episode, we are going to predict the pick. I have a list of guys at 52 that we're going to go over who should be there at 52, as well as I'll kind of get into why potentially they could be. We'll talk about some pros and cons there. The biggest thing, though, is going to be like, hey, this is why we think the Packers could take him there at 52, or I'll even say we could potentially trade up to take them, just to kind of give us some more flexibility and maybe a couple other extra players to talk about. That is all for today, folks. Till next time.
To Packers fans coast to coast, thanks for going beyond the frozen tundra. We appreciate you tuning in. And as always, go Pack Go!